What's going on, guys? This is Berz. I want to talk to you today about the SOTech ESP. This is called the Expanding SERE Pack. Reason being, it actually has a ton of capability built into it. You're going to be amazed at what this thing can do. And basically, you can put a survival kit or a medical kit, whatever kind of kit you want, in this pouch here. And that's the secondary purpose to this pouch, actually. What this pouch does is quite amazing. It turns into a f***ing bag. That's right, folks, this actually turns into a backpack right from that pack that you just saw. Those were the size of my hand. As you can see here, zippers are perfectly great. Not even sure if that's the right way to say it, perfectly great. But you can see that it zips up really easily. You can see it has the nice carry handle here. You have your two straps right here. We'll go ahead and demonstrate that there. Just go ahead and loosen these up a little bit. I had them a little tight. You can see you just throw this on just like a normal pack, just like that. Bam. Okay, you can see normal pack, or like a normal backpack. And it definitely fits a lot of stuff in it. And I mean, it's just badass. I mean, you get into a situation, you know, say you use this and you're going into to an area where you might have some vital intelligence you have to bring back with you, and you go ahead, at least in my situation, and you go ahead and you find a need that your pack that you have on, or somebody in the group doesn't have a pack, or something happens, something goes awry. You know, there's multitudes of different situations, but you need some space, okay? This is what this pack's gonna do for you. Take it off your belt, take it off your plate carrier, open it up, and you instantly, like I just showed you, have a ton of carrying capability right here at your fingertips. And it's super light. I actually recommend that this pouch, this actual pack, works a lot better with a belt configuration than the MOLLE, because everyone's MOLLE is a little different. As you can see, this goes in and out rather easily, but when you start putting this on different companies' webbing and their tolerances aren't as great as far as side to side, this can be difficult to get off. So unless you're using something that's SOTech related, as far as you know, all the offerings they have, if you're going to use this on one of their packs, etc., their webbing accommodates this very well. So when you thread it through, if you need to get this off really quick, you can do that because it has that extra kind of size to it as far as the sides go. But like I said, with some other companies that I've used this on, their tolerances are a little tighter as far as the MOLLE goes on the side and the width. So I would recommend using this in a belt configuration if you're in that need for a quick deployment situation. So the configuration I've used this in the past is in the belt configuration, where you just go ahead and put your belt through those loops right there, and you can use it in the belt configuration, and you use it in the configuration where you put it on like a plate carrier, etc. I really didn't care for it in my plate carrier. It's a little difficult to get off for that exact reason I just mentioned, and I was using this in a quick deployment situation. And the thing we come across is when we go and we break up camps, when we come across activity, the stuff we can gather is vital. When this is in this configuration here, you know, all of a sudden we come across a camp or something, we need to take some information back. You go ahead and pop this off, unzip it. I got a whole bag right here where I can put some intelligence in. So that's the reason and what I basically bought this for and have used it for. And it's really come in handy, because the one cool thing about this is it doesn't make any noise. Okay, there's no jingling. You know, all they've done there is they've gone ahead and just taken off the let's say the top part of the zipper here, and they've just applied paracord. I mean, it's simple stuff like that that SOTech has really, you know, put into making a lot of their gear, and that's why a lot of their gear is, bar none, one of the best on the market as far as whatever you're buying there from them. But this in particular is a great example of the great work that they do. Now, when it comes to the construction of this, you can see without a shadow of a doubt, you know, there is a lot of great, you know, workmanship when it comes to the sewing. There's a lot of thought that goes into it, and the actual material used here is a 210 Theta. It's actually kind of rain resistant or weatherproof. I wouldn't say proof, but it's definitely resistant. Water sheds right off of it. Of course, you can get it soaked if you just are submerged in water, but it's definitely resistant to the weather, which is a positive. And you can see the webbing here is used, is Multicam, so you don't have that situation where some of the companies out there are using, you know, like coyote color webbing on the front here for the PALS webbing. And they don't do that here. I mean, the attention to detail is very high, and like I said, you can see just how good, you know, their work is as far as their stitching, Very well put together, and you know, it just is a really solid piece. I've also used this, you know, while traveling on airplanes and such, just kind of as like a carry-on on my, I guess you call this a MERS if you'd like to go that route. But the cool thing about that is, you know, if all of a sudden, you know, say you are traveling through someplace and you want to get your kids something, etc., whatever, basically turn this into a pack and put it in there if you don't have the room. So that's another cool feature that that it has. So its intended purpose is actually to use it in a survival, evasion, resistance, and escape kind of situation where you'd want to use a medical kit, you'd want to use a survival kit and have that in here, and have the ability to break the bag open for, you know, wild edibles, whatever you'd have to gather to keep yourself alive and get out of a situation that you're in. That's what this is intended to do as far as the pack goes. So you have that ability to keep a low profile, put a survival kit or a medical kit inside this pocket. You get into that kind of situation, all of a sudden you have the ability to break this thing open relatively quick, as I'll demonstrate right now. And you can go ahead and break it out into a pack and go ahead and use it. So as you can see, I mean, it breaks open super quick. I'll go ahead and show the inside of it here. You can see again, the attention to detail is high. You can see all those bar tacks in there. You can see the exceptional zipper here. It's the same zipper that's on the bag. I mean, this zipper right here is the integrated zipper that you use when you go open the pouch up, when it's in its configuration of the little pouch, not the pack here. So as you can see here, you have the ESOTech tag, Los Angeles, California, made in USA. And this is the Theta material. You have nice webbing here. You can actually adjust it. I mean, there is some really nice features built in that you wouldn't think you get for such an interesting piece of gear, but you do. So I'm gonna go ahead and we'll put this back to the configuration it was. Just hold that, put this in here, hold that. I'm gonna do is hold this up, hold this down inside of it. And we do just it up. And that's perfect. And this is actually one of the things where I purchased something and you've seen it kind of do some trickery, like as far as you can turn it into a pack, and it actually goes back in with minimal effort. Usually stuff, when you got to put it back into some kind of a pouch or something, you're kind of jamming it in there and trying to, you know, hold it and zip it. And as you can see here, it's relatively easy to get back to the configuration of the pouch. Okay. So that's the one high point, is when you want to put it back into the pouch configuration, you can do it relatively quick, which is something you don't see with a lot of the gimmick. I'm going to call this kind of like a gimmick, you know, bag. It's not really a gimmick bag. I mean, it does serve a purpose and etc. But when it comes to actually, you know, doing multiple things, it does it really well compared to some of the other ones in the market. So like I said, I explained the reason I have it, and there's a zillion other kind of uses or situations you could use this in. It's made really well. It's priced rather well. It's made in the USA. And I think this is pretty much one of the only bags on the market that does such a thing. And that's the one thing ESOTech does. They really try to go ahead and push the envelope of what is capable. And you know, they're always doing that. And this is definitely one they've hit on. This has been around since 2001 in different kind of variations, and this is the most recent one. And I'm telling you, I really like this a lot. You know, overall, I got to give this a huge, you know, thumbs up. You know, it weighs 12 ounces. I forgot to say that. So it's not super heavy. It's definitely under a pound. They're around 3/4 pounds. And like I said, if you want to have something that has capability written all over it, and you want to have a small package, I mean, I know you probably don't want to have a small package, but if you want this bag to be, you want your bag to be in a small package, this would definitely be something I would look at. And like I said, I'm sure you guys can think of a zillion other uses, which you can tell me in the comments down below what you guys, especially if you have it, you know, what you've used it for. I've shown it to a few different people and they definitely are excited for it and definitely think it serves an awesome purpose. So if you guys have any questions or anything, let me know. If you guys have an ESOTech SERE, you know, expanding SERE pack, go ahead and put it in the comments down below, or better yet, make a video about it. And until next time, later. Information that you have there and that so I've used this in, so the configuration